1923, but this morning we dropped down to 43 degrees. It was a chilly start to the day. Mom might need a coat for tomorrow morning. Some of the current temperatures, which is quite comfortable, but they're going to drop once the sun sets around 7:53 this evening.
Broadcasting live from the only establishment in town that can't kick him out, his own basement. The world according to Rockett.
Hey, and welcome to the world according to Rockett, Samoa, or as we say here in Tennessee, Sesmoa.
There you go. I like it. Howdy.
Nash Rockett. I appreciate you listening, and I appreciate you watching. Now, today, very fun guest today. She puts the sunshine in your OJ, the storms in your nightmares, and the in your meteorologist.
Oh, I like that.
From WREG in Memphis. My favorite redheaded weather babe, and I hope she doesn't get offended by weather babe. I'll tell you.
You know
story.
What?
I'll tell you.
I'll take it.
Let me introduce you, please, for crying out loud, Wendy Howell-Nations, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Okay, when I left California and became one of those obnoxious morning radio guys, one of the things that I did every morning was have a guest weather babe. Now this was 89, 90 when that was acceptable.
Hot pants. Yes.
And so, somebody would go to, and they would win a prize. Somebody would go to a phone booth and call in and give the weather. And it'd be a little contest, and it would be three people vying for it. And then they would win the thing, and it would be called the guest weather babe. So that's why I say that. So well, I know you're not supposed to say.
And you know, when I got into meteorology, there were very few women. So I had to, they said, pull your hair back very severe, wear it in a ponytail, wear a suit, and do not, wear pants and, no sex appeal whatsoever. Like, okay, fine. It's a man's world. And boy, have things turned around.
Well, they have, particularly in those Latin countries. Have you seen them?
Yes. Yes. The women will come on wearing bathing suits.
I know.
So, and if you had called me weather babe, starting out years and years ago, I would have been them spiking words. But you get in years. And, 52 years old, I don't mind being called a babe anymore. So
you are not.
I don't care.
Wow. I didn't know. Now, there's the first surprise of the day. I didn't know that. Really? Okay. So where?
In fact, I have a birthday coming up. So I'll be 53.
Holy crackers. Well,
there
good genes. Good genes, my darling. So where are you from anyway?
So Memphis, Tennessee is actually home. That is home for me. I have hopped around. So I've lived in Huntsville, Alabama, which I loved. Mm-hmm. I lived on the coast of North Carolina, so I got to forecast nor'easters. And I lived up around Michigan and Kalamazoo and Chicago. And so coming back to Memphis is coming back home.
I got you. So you've recently come back to Memphis then?
We have. We're back in Memphis, me and my 2 kids, and we love it. Well, we've lived here for about 10 years. So,
Gotcha.
yeah.
WREG, I'm from Memphis as well.
Great
WREG,
town.
WREG used to be WREC.
Yes.
And I don't know why they changed it, but when I was there 100,000 years ago, when the dinosaurs roamed the planet, it was WREC. And
Now, was that when it was at the Peabody? Because at one time it was
yes,
Peabody. Okay.
that's when it was.
History.
That was before the Peabody was really the Peabody. You know, it was just another hotel with a building. And
It was just a hotel. That's right. My mom and dad actually had their anniversary there, their wedding night there at the Peabody Hotel when it was just a hotel.
Nice.
And their wedding date is the same day as the day before my birthday. 2 years later. That's the
Nice.
day. 2 years.
All right. What is your favorite word?
My favorite word.
Yeah.
Spontaneity. I would say that, I'm a very spontaneous person. So yeah, that means, can you get up and go with the flow? Can you act on the fly? Can you be spontaneous? And I love that. If someone says, hey, you do something, right now.
What's your least favorite word?
Yep, that's my favorite word, spontaneity.
What is your least favorite word?
Golly, I don't know. Sleep. I don't sleep. I don't slow down very much. So I stay busy almost all the time. So if someone says, slow down, I just don't know that language.
Yep.
I don't know it.
What describes you most accurately in high school? Chess club, cheerleader, or ditch class for an illegal activity?
Oh, not the last one at all. So I am a cross between a Pollyanna, where always a ray of sunshine, that type of person, and the headstrong club. So the he woman headstrong type of person. So I would kind of say that I'm a mix between the two.
Okay, kind of a mix between the
Very
chess club
headstrong, very driven, and then at the same time, a very Pollyanna, a very optimistic type of person.
Okay, you do the weather at WREG in Memphis.
I do.
Walk us through your day when you go to work. By the way, congratulations on having a job while some of us still don't. Show off.
Well, I am temporary. So what they do, what I do is I work the weekend shift, and I'm very grateful for it. It's what I love to do. And you will agree with me when I say that you must really love it when I do describe my day to you. So I am up Saturday mornings. I set my alarm for 2:00 in the morning.
Yikes.
Eve. I leave my house at 2:30. I'm there by 3. I work from 3 a.m. to 11 a.m. I have a break, and then I'm back again from 3 p.m. to 11 p.m.
Wow. Holy crap.
Turn around to start the next day over. So that's a 32-hour week
in 2 days. Wow.
Yeah. And if it's a rainy day, like this weekend, we do have some storms that are forecast, then I'll just stay there and spend the night and sleep on a cot in the weather office.
I used to do that when I was in radio as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but back then it was mostly drug induced.
None of that with me.
Listening to the new Led Zeppelin album.
Put a long one on and just let it go.
at FM 100, by the way, just so you know.
Oh, that's where I interned. So I interned with Dave Brown.
That's where I started.
Oh, it's a great place too.
Yeah, it is. Okay. Boy, that's a crazy day. 32
It is a
hours.
crazy day.
Wow. I mean, that's a crazy 2 days. Woohoo.
It is.
Um,
It is a nonstop day, so there's a high commitment.
Now, I would imagine somebody in your position gets a lot of nasty email and no fun emails. Am I right?
You would be correct. Correct. We get more of, yeah. Unfortunately, you get more folks that call in saying, I don't like that blue dress, or, little things like that instead of listening to the forecast. So we do get a lot of that every once in a while, just because those type of folks are going to take the time.
Right.
So happy people don't bring happy things. They're busy living their lives. But the folks that have, are hypercritical are the ones that write in. So you have to kind of keep that in mind and have that thick skin that
What would be the
not gonna please everyone.
What would be the theme song of your life?
Theme song of my life. So I've had just recently, one of my good friends at work had said, it's the Donna Summer, I Will Survive song. So I think everybody's life, has ups and downs and peaks and valleys. I have had 2 cancers recently. So I'm a breast cancer survivor and I am a melanoma survivor. And so that has just been in the past year. So hold on to that Donna Summer, I Will Survive type of thing. And goodness knows, with what's going on with this pandemic, I feel like all of us are just surviving.
Right.
So, to get up with a smile on your face.
Congratulations on that.
I will survive. Absolutely.
Wow. That's crazy.
Thriving and surviving. Well, fair skin. I have a Welsh background, so I have to really protect myself in the sun.
What is the craziest thing that's ever happened to you while you're sitting there clicking your thing and the green screen is going crazy and
Well, computers are only as reliable as when they're working, and when they're not working, then it's all you. And 5 seconds can feel like 5 hours, right?
Yeah.
So there have been times where, I'm pushing that button to get the next map to come up and nothing happens. And it's just, that's all on you. And you have to fill that time. I don't think a lot of people realize that, like radio, nothing is scripted. So weather's the only thing during the newscast that is ad lib.
Right.
Everything else has a teleprompter. Sports has a teleprompter. Your anchors have a teleprompter. The reporters have a script that they follow. But when it comes to weather, that's all ad lib for 2 minutes, 20 seconds, or in the middle. I wear an earpiece when I'm on air so they can give me time cues, or they could say, hey, we need you to stretch. So I can get to the very end of my 7-day forecast and they'll say,
we need another 45 seconds.
Talk for 3 more minutes. So there comes the gift of gab, and that helps quite a bit to be able to think fast on your feet and be spontaneous.
So you talked about your Welsh background, red hair and the fair skin. You're just absolutely adorable. I'll get to that in a minute. What is the one thing that you like to be complimented on the most?
I think when someone says, when they use the word thoughtful, Wendy is one of the most thoughtful people. That's the highest compliment. It used to be that I would say how professional I was, or my forecast was right, or something like that. But now it is thoughtfulness. I think that's the highest compliment that I can receive when someone pays that compliment and says that she's a compassionate, kind person. The world is better off, that type of thing, because truly, that's what we all hope to give and give back. So that's the highest compliment someone can pay me.
What is your favorite quote?
I have a couple of favorite quotes, and they both come from movies, of course. My son and I quote The Princess Bride back and forth to each other every day. When we'll say, I love you. And he'll say, I love you more. And I go, inconceivable. So it's a little thing, like that.
I don't think you know what that word means.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I love it. We quote that back and forth. And then my favorite movie ever is Harvey with Jimmy Stewart. Do you know that one with the rabbit, the black and white movie? The poop. So he says there's a line in it that says, in this world, Elwood, you must be oh so smart or oh so pleasant. And for years and years, I was smart. Well, I recommend pleasant. You may quote me on that. So I think is that's my favorite quote. I would rather be pleasant than oh so smart.
That's lovely. Okay, let's get to it. I haven't been in Memphis for a long time, so I've only seen your work on your webpage that you have posted, right, when you do your weather stuff, and it's just adorable. But when I came into contact with you, how I found you was I stumbled upon one of your stories on Facebook, and you were trying to learn to play the ukulele.
Oh, yes.
And with love and respect, it was so awful, it was so endearing that I got this huge crush on you.
It's horrible. It's so horrible.
So I thought that, but I will say this, look, it gets better literally every time. You're just starting to groove with it. At first you couldn't make the chords, and you'd have to look, and it was painful to watch almost.
It is painful.
At the same time, it was just so engaging and so endearing. And now I see that you're really starting to get pretty good at it. I thought maybe
3 months into it. So it's 3 months, and I picked it up just as the pandemic started. So I ordered this ukulele during the pandemic. So it is truly one of those things that I thought, if I can try to do this, then anyone can do this. I have no background in music whatsoever. I do not sing, but it's the only way that I learn these chords.
Yeah. All right.
The song.
Would you be so kind to share a little performance with us?
Again, it is painful. And, I could have picked a song. This is how my daughter would describe me. Mom, don't just play a song that you already know. I'm like, no. I'm going to learn one for this. And they go, Mom, you just don't. I'm like, so I have learned one just for this.
Oh, great. Awesome. Which
means I don't know it very well. But, it's the challenge.
Well, what will happen in that case, you will see exactly why I developed a little crush on her, because she was so adorable. Learning this ukulele, it just goes, you know what? This is just a good person putting out some good vibes in a very crappy time. And I applaud you for that. So
it is something that I truly, anyone, if I can do this, anyone can do this.
All right, go ahead.
What's
the name of the song?
Called I'll Follow the Sun.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm going to have to play a few chords before I get into it, and I will sing off key. So you just know there's something about Mary going on, or whatever it was. About Mary. It was Cameron.
No, you're right. It's something
in The Wedding Singer, when she sang so bad that every.
Yeah.
Do you remember that one? Yeah, I think it was like My Best Friend's Wedding or something like that.
All right, go.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna have to. Okay. Yep. C, G, F, C. One day you'll look to see I'm gone, for tomorrow rain, so I'll follow the sun. Someday you'll know I but tomorrow may rain, so I'll follow the sun. And now the time has come, and so my love, I must go. And though I lose a friend, in the end you will know. Oh, one day you'll find that I have gone, for tomorrow may rain, so I'll follow the sun.
That is just so adorable. And now listen, here's what's so adorable about it is that when I saw it on her stories, you know, she's always dolled up wherever she goes because she doesn't get very dolled up. But, you know, she's just got through working out. She's a runner. She's a yoga girl and her hair's all in a mess. And she's not worried about anything she's just playing. And it's so engaging.
That's on my Instagram.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Now, if people want to follow you, how do they follow you? What are the digits that they say?
What is it? I think it's Wendy Weather. I'm pretty sure it's Wendy Weather at Wendy Howell-Nations. So I'm one of hyphenated names.
Okay.
Nations. My maiden name is Howell, like again, Thurston Howell III. You remember that?
Well, see, now you just jumped the shark. Here I have a whole set of jokes about that. And now I don't even, let me just go ahead and say, that's fabulous, Wendy Howell-Nations, who's obviously Howell III, and everyone in the United Nations.
I see, there you go. And so when I got married and I married a Nations, I thought, oh, thank goodness. Now I don't have to hear the jokes about howling wind with Wendy Howell and all that kind of stuff. What a horrible weather name, they always said. And within my first week of moving back into town, someone at the Memphis Flyer wrote an article and they said, here's the top 10 worst fake names in TV. And number 1 was Wolf Blitzer. Remember when Wolf Blitzer was all,
Yeah.
So that was a while ago, and 10 years ago. And then the second one is Windy Nations. What a made-up weather name. I was like, well, if you only called to check, you know that's a real name.
I can't comment with a name like Rockett.
Drop the Howell.
Yeah.
But,
funny. All right. Well, you're absolutely adorable. I'm going to run out of camera time here, and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to thank you very much. We'll get this up here in the next couple of days. And you can watch her in Memphis and Mississippi and West Tennessee and Arkansas area and WREG. You probably already do anyway. I have a new respect for you understanding this 32-hour week in 2 days. That's insane.
It's a long day. It's a long weekend.
Wow. So when people say, well, what are you going to do this weekend? You just kind of laugh, right?
That's it. Yeah, I don't have much of a social life. It is all weather all the time on the weekend.
Well, you're absolutely adorable. I appreciate you doing this, and I loved your song. And I'm a big fan. I'm going to watch. Everybody follow her on Instagram and Facebook. I wish I had it in front of me.
I have Wendy Howell-Nations Weatherwise is my Facebook. Yep. And you can just find me Wendy Howell-Nations on Instagram, Wendy Weather.
Okay. All right, kiddo. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it.
Thank you. It's so great meeting you finally.
You brightened my day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care. Oh, I'll put them on my desk here.
Oh, okay.
All right, ma'am. It's been nice having this social intercourse with you.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.